I'm live. Oh my gosh. Hello. This is the Smile Revolution, and I am Princess Wow. Oh, you can see it down here. See, for months, I've been doing this show since lockdown in New York last March. And what happened was that I was using my phone, so I didn't have that on the bottom. And now I am on StreamYard, which has my plaque down there, the title, so I don't have to say it anymore. Anyway, we raise awareness to the healing power of a genuine smile. Sincere smiles only apply. There's about 16 kinds of smiles, the Dalai Lama said. And so this is only, of course, Smiles Back with Love. Now, I'm also Mindy Fradkin. For some people only know me as Mindy Fradkin. Some people only know me as Princess Wow. But I actually am an AKA, also known as, and I like to have both names. So anyway, this all started, if this is your first time watching my show in live on replay, I started this in 2005. The last time I saw my dad conscious, he gave me a big grin, and that smile changed my life for the better. And what happened was after he gave me that last smile, I went back to New York, and I was doing my one-woman show with my hats. I make these hats. And for an independent film, and out of my mouth came, we need a smile revolution in the world. And it was like this inspired thought. And then a week later, I had to go back down to Florida. He had a heart attack and he passed on. So that was the last time I saw him. Well, the last time I saw him conscious, he gave me that grin. So then I almost didn't make it that year, but I was on the radio a lot in Woodstock, New York. And I launched the idea Christmas week 05. It just kind of came to me. It's time to start the smile revolution. And I went from being very self-involved, how can I help the world smile more? And my friend Jane Applegate, who's a TV and film producer, said, you need to have a radio show or TV show to promote the smile revolution. And I said, okay. So I ended up on another radio show, and I ended up telling the producer I need a radio show. And so he said, what are you going to talk about? I said, the smile revolution. And he said, okay. So he gave me a radio show slot right on the spot. And then I started promoting this. And I interviewed musicians, well-known musicians, authors. And I met a lot of people in New York, in Woodstock, through Roland Musa, my husband, my ex-husband, who I'm still good friends with, and we still write songs. And well, I haven't written a song recently. He's out in North Dakota on a reservation, but we have an album of smile songs. And this is it. This is me years ago. It's the first hat I ever made. And so anyway, I'm going to sing the first song. And anyway, so we did two concerts, one with Pete Seeger headlining in Woodstock, New York, the folk icon. If you don't know who that is, because not everybody does, if they're not into folk music. And we did a concert in Greenwich Village. Thank you, Rowan and Richard Barone, with many amazing musicians. And what else? Oh, and then so this started because I had all this research, the music. I had all this research from my radio show, and I had a blog years ago. And so that's how this whole show started here online, first week of March 2020. And this is my 94th show. And I'm featuring Nick Guzman and Harry Nilsson's son, Zak Nilsson, in a video that they just released recently. I'm having technical issues today, the first time really. I'm not sure. Nick is supposed to be on. I'm supposed to be interviewing him. However, we're having technical issues, so he may still get on. But if he doesn't, I have two videos with him. So if he's not on, I'll have him on next week and play live. I just told him in case he can't get on today. But I'm still featuring the videos of their work. So anyway, I may just be showing the videos and talking about him and talking about he's doing a concert and for Valentine's Day. Well, anyway, so we'll see what happens. He may still be able to get on. It's never happened ever. But okay, today was the first. All right, so anyway, I'll sing the first song I ever wrote with Roland Musa, who's a Grammy Award-winning musician with Pete Seeger. We wrote this song when I had my radio show years ago. I'm going to sing part of it. I walked into a cafe smiled at my friends. They all smiled, and I realized I passed it on to them. The people who saw us smiled at our friends. They all smiled, and we realized we passed it on to them. Yes, a simple smile will do, round the world and back to you. It's called the smile revolution that comes, goes round and back to you. So smile, 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 a simple smile will do. Smile, 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 it comes back to you. So don't forget to smile. Anyway, it's a short version of it. Well, anyway, this is for people who have never seen my show before. I never know who's watching. And I know I have people like Lori Towers and other people who watch it all the time. Oh, this is my new smile mug. You can get it on my website, mindyfredkin.com, which I'll show you. Anyway, this picture was from an article. I was interviewed for the Greenwich Post in Greenwich, Connecticut. It says, may you give and receive many smiles. It's really fun. $25 right to your door in the United States only. So let's see. So I want to introduce you to a Mindy doll. Okay, this is me. And see, it's from a picture of me. You can't see the picture's too small, but it's from one of my outfits. And see, she has her her smile. There he is. He made it on. I don't know. This has never happened in my ever. Nick got on. Okay, so we're good. Okay, so anyway, good. So that's a Mindy doll, and I have Gumby. Gumby wanted to say hello and give you a big hug. And so we raise awareness to the healing power of a smile. Now, what I learned recently is, did you know that in the 18th century in Paris, there was a smile revolution? And there was a book that came out called The Smile Revolution, 18th Century Paris by Colin Jones. And in the society in like 1700, it was snooty, aggressive, closed-mouth smiles came into being. That was what was popular then. The open-mouth, white-tooth smile was not in style because they didn't have dentists, modern dent like what we have now. They didn't have dentists then, so people's teeth were black, or people didn't have teeth, and so you couldn't smile. It was, if you did smile, people thought you were insane or you were a child because you couldn't control your emotions, and showing your emotions was not popular either at that time. So anyway, so that's that. And then what happened was in the mid 1700s, it all changed. And but then, it all changed, and it became popular. There were novels written, and it became like romantic to show your teeth. And then the modern dentistry came into being in Paris. And so people were starting to take care of their teeth. And then there was the first toothbrush and all that stuff. And then people were able to smile, and then it became romantic, enchanting, and all that. But then it waned again too. So it's like, I had no idea. This is like, so it's like in different eras, like it was popular, then it wasn't popular. But with the dentists, with the dental, modern dental facility, dentists coming into power, coming into whatever, becoming known, people were able to smile. So anyway, I thought that was interesting. But there are many kinds of smiles, and a lot of them are fake. We're only talking about sincere smiles. And so Mother Teresa said, peace begins with a smile. And she does a lot of quotes about smiling. And let's see. And here's my, I have a shoe calendar. So this is the shoe of the day. And I have a giant stuffed gecko. She's not a frog. And I'm just going to show you this. I dress her up. Sometimes I go, before the pandemic, I would go to the city sometimes and dress her up to help people smile, especially Christmas Eve. A couple of years ago, I did So this is us in a magazine, a newspaper, a few years ago. It was for the Corn Festival in Beacon, New York. So it was just kind of like a fun thing I do to help people smile. Okay, and then let's see here. What else am I doing? Okay, Age Doesn't Matter Unless You're a Cheese by Catherine and Ross Petras. Wisdom from Our Elders. Okay, unfortunately, many people do not consider fun an important item on their daily agenda. For me, that was always high priority in whatever I was doing. That's test pilot General Chuck Yeager and the musician B.B. King. When my mother was dying, talking to me, she said, always try and be kind and nice to people. And if you do that, somebody will always speak up for you. And I found that to be a fact. They really do. And then, what else here? I've got these cards, timeforthinkers.com. Mick Jagger and Keith Richards said, if you try sometimes, you just might find you get what you need. Tell a story about a time you followed something that could only be described as divine direction and got exactly what you needed. And then the Talmud, the highest form of wisdom is kindness. And tell a story. This is from a card game. Tell a story about a time tell a story about a time that love you freely shared, boomeranged around and brought you what you needed. And then Mr. Rogers, I got this book, The World According to Mr. Rogers. He said, wait a minute. Love is like infinity. You can't have more or less infinity, and you can't compare two things to see if they're equally infinite. Infinity just is, and that's the way I think love is too. And then, let's see what else I have here. Listening is a very active awareness of the coming together of at least two lives. Listening, as far as I'm concerned, is certainly a prerequisite of love. One of the most essential ways of saying I love you is being a receptive listener. And then we have here 365 ways to give thanks, one for every day of the year, Brenda Shoshana. Fill a gift basket with treats and bring it to your neighbor. In the middle of winter, well, some people from LA are watching, but it's still winter. Okay, I know it's a little cold there, like maybe 50 something. Or I know it's a little chilly there for them. In the middle of winter, when the days are cold and night falls early, why not surprise a neighbor with a gift for no reason? Fill up a basket with dates, nuts, dried fruit, and a small homemade banana bread. I do a lot of baking. Tie it with a ribbon and bring it over. Your neighbor will experience the welcome warmth of your heart. I do that. Actually, I do that a lot. I bake all the time. I bake like every week. And I like to give them as gifts. And I used to sell them, but I really just like to do it as a hobby, really. It's just a fun thing to do. Okay, now, then I have these gratitude cards. Having a hard time talking today. Gratitude cards from Maverick Road. It's a boutique. It's a new gift shop, actually, in Woodstock, New York. And they have a lot of cool things. These are gratitude cards. It says, we can always enjoy the silent majesty of a clear night sky. And here's another one. We're still here. There's always music. We can be grateful for music. That's one of the things that got me through my life, actually, growing up, was music. Mostly rock music, Jimi Hendrix, and let's see who else. Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin. I was mostly into rock music most of my life. And so anyway, okay, so my next segment is Nick Guzman. He made it. Guzman, sorry, Nick Guzman. I'm saying it wrong. Okay. He made it onto the show, and I think I'll bring him on. And then we're going to play True Love Will Find You in the End. It's a cover song written by Daniel Johnston, and it's Nick and Zak Nilsson. It just came out, I think, a week or two ago. And it's about his, he said the love of a rescue dog is like nothing else, Zak said. It's about his love of his dogs, his rescue dogs. Okay, so here, I'm going to see if I can get Nick on here. Hi, Nick.
How's it going?
Oh, good. I'm glad you made it.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No, it wasn't your fault. It was some kind of a glitch. Well, anyway, welcome to my show. I'm glad you could come on today. And
Thank
yeah. So anyway, I want to ask you, how did this video that we're going to play next? How did this come into being with this song and everything with Zak? And when did you do it?
Well, I recorded the music last year, but it actually started back in 2019 when I was asked to play a tribute to Daniel Johnston with Zak at the Coffee Gallery. And so when we all thought, to make it a tribute to his dogs, I thought, why not record True Love Will Find You in the End for that? And Zak did the vocals, the harmony.
Okay. Yeah, I know. That's great. So when did you actually do the video?
I actually did it like a week ago. Actually, a couple weeks ago. In January, yeah.
Oh, you actually, okay, great. Yeah. I mean, I just saw it recently and I was so moved, and that's why I wanted to, share it with everybody, because it's a great song, and it's a very moving video. And so anyway, before we do it though, I just want to ask you, because I just met you recently through Stephen Kalinich.
Yeah.
He's the one who recommended you. And I watched so it's like, we all love Stevie, right?
Oh yeah.
So Stevie recommended you, and I was watching your videos, and I immediately said that I definitely wanted to have you on my show, but it was like I was trying to figure out what to feature. And so when I saw this video, I was like, that's it. And then and I found in honor of him, he couldn't make it with us today, but I wanted to, acknowledge and play the video. And then and then I'm going to play also Coconut, the cover that you did for his father. His father's, it's amazing, and it's fun. It makes you smile. It's just a great video too, the way you did it. So I'm going to show that too. But in the meantime, I just want to ask you before we do the first video, when did you start perform and start writing? Do you write your own songs, or you're just doing cover songs, or what is it with your? Are you a songwriter too?
I started doing cover songs, but I think in the mid 2010s, like around 2015, I started to write songs. The first song I ever wrote was "Am I Trembling," which is a song about anxiety, which I have from time to time, and I'm sure
we all do. Especially in a pandemic, right? We all have challenges. Nobody's gets out without having challenges. So you started writing songs around, okay. And then when did you start doing your videos?
I started doing those Facebook Live videos in September of 2020.
And what about you have a lot of videos on YouTube. So have you been doing those for a long time, or those just started in the pandemic?
Oh no, they've been done many years ago.
For years? Okay. So the ones you have a lot of cover songs.
Yeah.
You've been doing those for years. Okay. And so you've been doing Facebook Live concerts during the pandemic?
Yeah.
Like what? How often do you do them?
Like once a month.
Okay.
At least once a month.
Okay. And then and you're doing one coming up for Valentine's Day, I saw.
That's correct.
So you're doing what, February 13th?
February 12th, actually.
February 12th? At what time?
7:00 p.m.
Pacific. He's out in LA, Pacific, right?
Yes.
Okay, so 7:00. Okay. And I'm going to post your, hold on one second. Wait a minute. I'm going to post your information down there. Okay. How they can reach you to get on there. Okay. And then I was looking today on your page. So Zak got his dogs from Best Friends Animal Society, I believe, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm going to promote their website as well. If anybody, my cats all the cats I've ever had have been rescue cats. So I really believe in rescuing animals. They all need homes. So I'm going to post that as well in a little bit. So anyway, all right. So I'm going to take us off screen, and I'll have you back on a little bit, and then we'll play the first video. True Love Will Find You in the End. Okay.
Cool.
Okay, great. Okay. I'll see you in a little bit. Okay. Okay. Right, wait a minute. Remove me.
True love will find you in the end. You're gonna find out just who was your friend. Don't be sad, I know you will. Don't give up until true love will find you in the end. This is a promise with a catch. Only if you're looking can it find you. 'Cause true love is searching too. But how can it recognize you unless you step out into the light, the light? Don't be sad, I know you will. Don't give up until true love will find you in the end. Don't be sad, I know you will. Don't give up until true love will find you in the end. You're gonna find out just who was your friend. Don't be sad, I know you will. Don't give up until true love will find you in the end. Don't give up until true love will find you in the end. Don't give up until true love will find you in the end.
Okay. That was, it's so moving, that video. Makes you cry. I mean, it's just very moving. And I mean, we all love our animals. I mean, whoever has animals, especially rescue animals. It's very beautiful. So thank you. I'm so glad I was able to play it today.
Thank you for playing it.
Yeah, it's so great. It's just, it really needs to be out there. And you could see in the video that he had pictures of all his fathers. That was Zak, who was in the video with his dogs, his rescue dogs, and his father, Harry Nilsson, who went by Nilsson.
Yes.
I hope I'm pronouncing it right.
Nilsson.
You could see the albums on the wall.
Mhm.
And if you all don't know, because I don't know who's watching from anywhere and for what generation, if you don't know who his father was, he was an American singer-songwriter who achieved commercial success in the early 1970s. And he was one of the few pop rock recording artists who achieved significant success without even going on tour, regular tours, or performing in major concerts or he was just so incredibly talented. And he was really close with the Beatles, and the Beatles said he was like the American Beatle. And if you never heard of his name, you've heard of Everybody's Talking. And that was in Midnight Cowboy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So everybody knows that song pretty much. And so the next thing I'm going to do is play his father's song, Coconut, which was another one of his top hits. And Nick did a great job of doing it as a cover, and it's really funny and fun. So I'll bring you back on a little bit too, but let's just play the next video.
Awesome.
Okay. Hold on one second. Let me go find it here. Okay, great. Okay. All right, let's see.
Brother bought a coconut, he bought it for a dime. His sister had another one, she paid it for a lime. She put the lime in the coconut, she drank a boat up. She put the lime in the coconut, she drank a boat up. She put the lime in the coconut, she drank a boat up. She put the lime in the coconut, she called a doctor, woke him up and said, Doctor, ain't there nothing I can take? I said, Doctor, to relieve this bellyache. I said, Doctor, ain't there nothing I can take? I said, Doctor, to relieve this bellyache.
Now let me get this straight. You put the lime in the coconut, you drink a boat up. Put the lime in the coconut, you drink a boat up. Put the lime in the coconut, you drink a boat up. Put the lime in the coconut, you call your doctor, woke him up and said,
Doctor, ain't there nothing I can take? I said, Doctor, to relieve this bellyache. I said, Doctor, ain't there nothing I can take? I said, Doctor, to relieve this bellyache. Put the lime in the coconut, you drink them both together. Put the lime in the coconut, then you feel better. Put the lime in the coconut, drink a boat up. Put the lime in the coconut, and call me in the morning. Brother bought a coconut, he bought it for a dime. His sister had another one, she paid it for a lime. She put the lime in the coconut, she drank a boat up. She put the lime in the coconut, she called a doctor, woke him up and said, Doctor, ain't there nothing I can take? I said, Doctor, to relieve this bellyache. I said, Doctor, ain't there nothing I can take? I said, Doctor, now let me get this straight. You put the lime in the coconut and drank a boat up. Put the lime in the coconut and drank a boat up. Put the lime in the coconut and drank a boat up. Put the lime in the coconut, you're such a silly woman. Put the lime in the coconut and drink them both together. Put the lime in the coconut and then you feel better. Put the lime in the coconut, drink them both down. Put the lime in the coconut and call me in the morning. Ooh, ain't there nothing I can take? I said, ooh, to relieve this bellyache. I said, ooh, ain't there nothing I can take? I said, ooh, to relieve this bellyache. I said, yeah, ain't there nothing I can take? I said, wow, to relieve this bellyache. I said, doctor, ain't there nothing I can take? I said, doctor, ain't there nothing I can take? I said, doctor, ain't there nothing I can take? I said, doctor, you're such a silly
That was amazing. I just like, it's just so great the way you did that.
Thank you.
So, it's so fun. And I just say you're so talented with all the different instruments and just the way did your mother do the videos, or who edits all that?
We did it in Premiere on Mom's computer.
So who did she film it?
No, I filmed it.
Oh, you film it, and then okay, it was so creative the way it was done.
Yeah,
and it's so fun, the whole thing.
What I did on Premiere was I took some videos on my mom's camera on the computer, and then I divided them into like 6 or 7 videos. You know, just using different instruments that I played on Logic Pro, and did all those voices.
It turned out great. It's just like so amazing. So anyway, thank you. That was wonderful. And anyway, so you have a show February 12th
at 7:00 p.m.
Pacific
on Facebook Live.
On Facebook Live. Okay, great. On Nick Guzman Facebook. Right, which yep. I have it down there. Okay, great. And then, is there anything else you want to? How have you been doing during the pandemic?
Well, I've been recording songs, and I've been writing songs as well. Mm-hmm. So there was this song that I'm trying to write called "Roadside Attractions." And it's basically about me finding a journey, actually finding a destination. But I keep getting distracted from this girl who runs an apricot stand. Would you like to hear it?
Yeah. Oh, this is a new song?
Yeah.
Oh, great. Yeah.
Here's Roadside Attractions. Look through my window, the view is not very clear. There's that picket sign where all the small shops appear. All these roadside attractions remind me my destination is near. There's this girl from New Orleans. She dressed in blues and greens. She ran an apricot stand. Every time that I stopped by, she gave me an apricot pie. She said it was the best in the land. There was so much to see, places I wanna be. I drove off with that girl in my head. She was caring, loving, and kind. Didn't want to leave her behind, but my destination is still ahead. Look through my window, the view is not very clear. There's that picket sign where all the small shops appear. All these roadside attractions remind me my destination is near. Sign where all the small shops appear. All these roadside attractions remind me my destination is near. now I am here.
That was great. Thank you. That was so great.
Thank you very much.
So you just finished that?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, great. Oh, that's really great. I didn't know you were playing live today, so that was like a fun surprise. Thank you. That was great.
Thanks.
So anyway, yeah, that was really fun. And so I'm so glad you got on. It was like,
Yeah, it was stressful getting on.
yeah.
I apologize.
But it wasn't your fault. That was something with them with the computer or their thing, or their tech thing. But anyway, is there anything else that you wanted to say today for everybody? Any parting words?
Sending good thoughts to Zak. Sending love and prayers. I wish him the best.
Me too. And I'm thinking about him as well. And I know a lot of people are. And so that's why I wanted to honor him today and show his this video with the two of you, because it's so wonderful. And I'm grateful that we were able to do this today at this time.
Hey, Mindy.
Okay. And thank you so much for coming on and playing live as well, which I wasn't expecting. And that was great. And I will look forward to seeing your concert on February 12th, you said?
Yes, February 12th, 7:00 p.m. Pacific time on Facebook Live.
And is that a Friday or what day of the week? It's a Friday night? Okay, great. Okay. And it said it was free, so you're accepting donations?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay, wonderful. All right, well, thanks so much, and we will talk to you again, and I'll have you on another time, and thank you so much. Okay, thanks a lot. Okay, see you later.
See ya.
Okay, bye. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed that. It was really wonderful. And let's see. Love it. I thought it was really great. Yeah, Nick is great. Okay, well, thanks, Stephen Kalinich. You're the one who introduced us. And thank you for that. That was great. And let's see, wait a second. I'm always like figuring out what else I'm doing here. My okay. And then if anybody wants to buy a mug or sign up for my my new YouTube page, I'm trying to build a YouTube page, and my mugs, may you give and receive many smiles, are really fun. $25 right to your door if you're living in the US of A. And that's my website there. And so let's see, what else was I going to tell you? Oh, I have another show tomorrow. I've never done this back to back. I have another show tomorrow with Stephen Kalinich, who's watching, and John Tiven, superstars. And they just came out with a new album beginning of the year. And I'm going to be interviewing them tomorrow at 4:00, same time, East Coast time, 1:00 Pacific, 3:00 Central time. That's John's in Central time, Nashville. Steven's in Los Angeles. And I actually, so Donna, my friend Donna, who watches my show, she always asks where my cat Tiggy is. So actually, I have a picture of Tiggy today. And I actually want to show you a picture of Tiggy if anybody's never seen her. And also, I want to show you the poster for my show tomorrow. And anyway, I love you all very much. And thank you all for watching, whether it's live or in replay. Trying to bring more joy in the pandemic and with all the unrest and everything that's going on in our world. Just trying to bring some joy. That's all. That's what I'm doing here. And bringing you some wonderful music and quotes and everything else. Now, what else was I going to show you? I guess not. I guess that's it. I'm going to show you the poster for tomorrow, and I'm going to sign off, and hopefully some of you can watch my show tomorrow, which is going to be amazing. And Stephen Kalinich, legendary poet with the Beach Boys, songwriter and painter, and my new friend, and John Tiven, his partner, who I've just recently met too. You'll see them tomorrow, and they're both like you'll see they're very amazing people and super talented, and you're going to hear some great music tomorrow and hear from them about how they work together and their whole history, which is amazing. Okay, so here's the poster, and I will see you later, and have a wonderful rest of your Friday, and love you all very much.